What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I am building a family home in the world of Willow Creek, and it's actually quite a basic family home, except for it's a family home for 8 Sims, so it's quite spacious. And it's also a limited pack build. I only used Seasons and Parenthood for this build. And base game, obviously. So yeah, it's a limited pack build and it's a family home for 8 Sims. Now, at first, this is actually kind of embarrassing, but at first, my initial idea was to make a starter home for 5 Sims. And I wanted to build it for 5 Sims because I wanted to have a little bit more money than 20,000 simoleons, because if you didn't know, in The Sims 4, you have 20,000 simoleons starter funds, but then you get an additional 2,000 simoleons for each Sim added to the household. So if you have a family of 5 Sims, you'll get a little bit over 20,000 simoleons to work with. So that's what I initially wanted to do. But I was having way too much fun with this house, and I made it way too big, so way too expensive. So then I was like, you know what, I'll make a starter home for 6 Sims. So I'll give myself an extra 2,000 simoleons to work with. That didn't really help me out either. So then I decided to make it an 8 Sim starter home because I had more than enough space. I could make all the bedrooms, double bedrooms, and then it would be the perfect house for 8 Sims, like the perfect starter home size. So I figured I would make a starter home for 8 Sims. But then again, it was just not enough money. Like I said, I was having way too much fun decorating the place, making it more like personalized, and using items that were, well, not necessarily the most expensive, but still, I feel like I could have gone cheaper on a lot of things, and I possibly could have made the house a little bit smaller as well, so that would save me some money. But yeah. A starter home for 8 Sims was not going to work either. It was just not enough money. So then I decided to go for the affordable 8 Sim family home type of build. So this is an affordable family home for 8 Sims. It comes in at just over 50,000 simoleons, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. We'll check that once we move on to the game, and I'll show you the house in real time like I usually do at the end of my videos. So then we'll go check how expensive this house is exactly, but I feel like it's like 52,000 simoleons or a little bit over that or something. So it's definitely not too expensive. Definitely not a starter home either, but it should be fairly easy to save up for a house like this. And I don't know, maybe you want to start with just like a 1 Sim or 2 Sim household and play the game a little bit first, and then once their family grows, maybe they can eventually afford this house, and then this could kind of be like the second family home that your household buys, for example. I don't know, but that's just a kind of storyline that you could go with. Either way, I'm really happy with the way that this house turned out. Like I said, this is a limited pack build. I only used Seasons and Parenthood, and that was actually quite refreshing because the catalog can be just so overwhelming sometimes. We have so many items in the game. However, I always want more. Like, I always want, well, not especially more. Well, yeah, more, I think. But especially also just new items. I like to get like new, fresh items every now and then, which I think we're supposed to be getting like a teaser or a trailer for the next game pack or kit. I really hope the game pack is coming first because I am definitely itching for some new items and maybe even some new gameplay and just some new features in the game. And I have no clue what the next game pack will be, but yeah, the Sims team announced that we were getting, like, in the next couple of weeks, we will be getting more information on the new game pack and on the new kit that are coming out, and I have no clue when this will be, but I'm really hoping this week. However, I don't think so because it's Tuesday today, and I feel like if we were going to get a teaser this week or a trailer this week, we would have gotten like something yesterday on Monday, because they usually post little teasers on Mondays. If I'm not mistaken, like they don't have to do this every time, obviously, but I feel like for the past few packs, that's what happened. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not remembering. I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but I feel like that's what happened. So yeah, I am definitely not getting my hopes up too much. Maybe we will get something next week. I'm really hoping, really hoping for next week, because yeah, I am definitely itching for new items in the game. However, building with only Seasons and Parenthood for this one was actually quite refreshing, like I said before, because yeah, I didn't have as many objects to choose from, and that's so nice from time to time to just not have so many items to pick from, because, and I've said this before, but I am so indecisive when it comes to picking colors, picking decorations, picking furniture, basically just picking anything. I am extremely indecisive when it comes to building in The Sims. And I could sit and think about what couch I want to use for literally 30 minutes. Like, it's ridiculous. And I have been getting better at that. But mainly for that reason, it's just so refreshing to do a limited pack build from time to time, because it's just a little bit easier in the sense that I don't have that many objects to be indecisive about, because there's not that many to pick from. And yeah, that's just very nice. I use a lot of base game in this house as well, so if you don't have any packs, then this house should be fairly easy to download anyway, because, well, I only use 2 packs to begin with, and those items are fairly easy to replace. However, I did use all Seasons windows, so if you don't have Seasons, you won't be getting any windows in this house. But then again, windows are pretty easy to replace with base game ones. It's not that difficult. But yeah, as you can see, I'm working on the landscaping right now. I was going a little bit crazy. However, I only use debug plants. I think when I was doing the landscaping, I was still actually kind of trying to do a starter home. So I definitely didn't want to spend any money on landscaping. So yeah, everything is debug, everything is free. And I use terrain paint instead of tiles, for example, so that also makes it just a little bit more affordable. And I also use debug fencing around the backyard, which is actually a little bit annoying because your Sims will walk right through that fencing, if I'm not mistaken. I've never actually tried that before, but your Sims don't see debug objects as being actual objects, so they can just walk straight through those items. So I feel like that's the case with this fence as well, but I've never really tested that, so I'm not sure. But if you have a little bit more money to spend, you could also just replace that fencing for actual fencing, and then you should be fine in that regard as well. But yeah, the color scheme for this house, it's mostly blue and gray, and then on the front of the house for one of the bump outs, I used a green wallpaper or a green siding from Seasons. So it's quite colorful. However, the colors are kind of dark, and still, it kind of still looks neutral as well. And then the inside of the house is definitely very neutral. I used a lot of lighter wood tones in here, and if I'm remembering correctly, also a lot of lighter blues, like icy blue for the couch and the dining table, or not the table, but the dining chairs. And I combined it with this lighter wood swatch of the Parenthood counters. This is actually my favorite swatch. I love this swatch of the kitchen. I think it's so pretty. So I was more than happy to be able to use it in this house because it fit the color scheme perfectly. And then for the layout of the living room, I was struggling for the longest time. I didn't record all of it. However, it took me forever. I couldn't figure it out for some reason, which is weird because the shape is not that odd. But for some reason, like the orientation of the couch, I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. It took me forever. It's not gonna stay like this either. I am using these base game couches in the icy lighter blue swatch. And then I swapped them around, as you can see, and yeah, this is actually the layout that I went with. And it actually works out. I'm happy that I figured it out in the end. because I really like the layout for this living area. I think it's quite cute, and I love the color scheme. I love that rug combined with the blue couches and combined with the wallpaper as well. Everything is just very basic in here, but still, the color scheme to me looks very fresh and nice and just perfect for your day-to-day like family home, I feel like, and that's definitely what I was trying to go for this house. It's nothing crazy, nothing very specific, just easy, and also easy to customize to your own liking, I feel like, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue either. And since I wanted this house to be affordable, I did not use an excessive amount of clutter, so yeah, that definitely kept the costs down a little bit as well. And as you can see, the kitchen is actually quite small. I like used 3 island counters because that made the most sense for the layout of this kitchen, and I really like the way that it looks. I really like how the kitchen, dining, and living area really feel like one area, if that makes sense. This is definitely like the family area where everything is in one spot, if that makes sense. So if someone's cooking and someone's watching TV and someone's maybe doing their homework at the dining table, they can all still be talking to each other and still be like socializing. And it's just a very cozy family space in my opinion. And I had a lot of fun decorating this one. Even though it did take me a while to figure out the layout, but when I did figure out the layout, I don't know, I really enjoy the way that it came out. And then here we have this little entryway as well that I just placed a few decorations. It's not really functional because it's mostly just decorations, except for the temperature control that is on the wall, but you could easily place that somewhere else. So if you want to save some money, you could also just always delete those walls closing off the entryway, and then you can save some money that way. But I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to close off the space a little bit. So yeah, I just decided to go for that entryway, like that closed off entryway. And I really like how it looks. And here we have the downstairs bathroom. We have a downstairs bathroom and an upstairs bathroom. So there are 2 bathrooms in total, and this is also the bathroom that the parents will use. Mostly, I feel like, because the parents' bedroom is downstairs, and then the kids all have shared bedrooms upstairs. And so for the bedroom situation, like I just said, I did place the parents' bedroom downstairs, and then I have a bedroom for 2 toddlers, a bedroom for 2 kids, and a bedroom for 2 teens. So every like kids age group is represented in this house, if that makes sense. So yeah, it could actually also be a nice house for the 100 baby challenge, I feel like. However, you will have to figure out a space to just put down the cribs, like the baby like bassinets. But I think that will fit in the parents' bedroom. I did place a desk in here with a computer on it. So I kind of created like a little office area in this bedroom for everyone to use. So there is at least like a computer in this house, because a computer is a very useful thing when it comes to gameplay. You definitely need a computer, I feel like. So I wanted to include one in this house, so I just placed it in the parents' bedroom because I have the space for it. But like I said, if you want to use this house for the 100 baby challenge, you could also just maybe, I don't know, place a laptop on the dining table and just delete the desk in here and place some bassinets in here. I think that would work out perfectly fine. Because I also made sure to place a couple of skill building items in this house. There is an easel downstairs, and I also put some like additional toys downstairs. Well, actually only a toy box, I think. But it's just nice to have an extra toy box in the house so the kids don't always have to go to their bedrooms to play. I always like to think about those sorts of things whenever I'm building family homes, because I always feel so bad. Like whenever I'm playing the game, which doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I always feel so bad when my kid, like the sim kid, has to go up to their bedroom to play with toys. Like it's a little bit sad. So I always just like to include a couple of toys downstairs as well. But here you can see that this is the upstairs bathroom, and this one has a shower tub combination. So you have a place for to bathe your toddlers as well, which I think you can also do that in the sink these days, so you don't necessarily need a tub to be able to wash your toddlers. but I do think that washing them in a tub cleans them way faster than cleaning them in the sink. I think the hygiene goes up way slower when you wash them in the sink, which makes sense, but still, it's nice that you have to have at least the opportunity to not place a bathtub in your house if you don't have the space for it or if you don't have the funds for it. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that there was at least one tub in this house, so I put it upstairs. And here you can see that this is the toddler's bedroom. It's quite small, but it has everything you would need. I placed a bookcase in here and a Blarfy and a tablet as well, which when it comes to gameplay, when it comes to playing with toddlers in the game, the tablet, like the toddler tablet, literally is the only thing I use for them, because toddlers can work on all of their skills except for the potty skill, obviously. But they can work on their talking, like the communication and the motor skill and the creative or whatever it's called. Basically any other skill they can work on with that tablet. So it's so nice and so helpful to have that tablet, because you could just have your toddler sit on the floor and play with the tablet all day, because they can work on literally anything and everything with that tablet. It's such a useful item and I love having it. And I don't even know why I bother placing down all these other toddler toys, because I literally never use them. I only use that tablet. But I mean, for the sake of reality, like if you want the house to look a little bit realistic and a little bit more cozy, it's nice to have these other toys in the house as well. Because in real life, obviously a toddler is not gonna sit there and use a tablet all day. At least I hope not. But yeah, it's The Sims. It doesn't matter. I can do whatever I want with the toddlers. Like they can play with whatever. It really, really doesn't matter. But yeah, I totally talked over the kids' bedroom. I placed bunk beds in both the kids' bedroom and the teen bedroom. I'm so happy that we have these bunk beds, because it's so much easier to build homes for more Sims this way, because the bedrooms obviously don't need to be as big. So yeah, I really love the bunk beds, and I definitely use them in this house as well. But the kids' bedroom, I totally talked over that, but it has a more like sportsy theme. I used the sports wallpaper from Parenthood, and there are some like sports equipment, clutter items in there, and obviously some toys for them to play with as well. And then this teen's bedroom is a little bit more quote unquote girly. Obviously it doesn't have to be for girls, but I was just going for the whole like pink and blue and purple and orange theme. It's very colorful and it feels very girly to me. And I also placed like some makeup and hair like clutter items on the desk, which once again, obviously don't have to be for girls, only could be guys as well. It really, really doesn't matter. But yeah, I was just going for that overall like makeup theme in this bedroom. Like young girls, like 15-year-old girls would be staying in this bedroom, and they would love spending time together in their bedroom and just playing with makeup and doing their hair together and things like that. And I thought that was really cute. And I also included a guitar in here, so that's an extra skill building item for your Sims to use as well. And then that's actually it for the inside of this house. So we moved on to the backyard, which I tried to include as many activities as possible without spending too much money. So there are a couple of planter boxes in here, which you could always delete, because you can always just place or plant your seeds in the grass. Like you don't have to use planters, but I just really like the way they look. So I just wanted to include them in this backyard. And since I wasn't going for a starter home anyway, I might as well just place planters. And I also placed the flower arranging table and a kiddie pool for the toddlers to play with, and a swing set for the kids to play with, and also just a couple of spaces to sit down and hang out. There is also a grill back here, and yeah, I just added some like additional terrain paint to make everything look very like cohesive and realistic in that sense. And I think that that's basically it. So let's hop on into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. I made it nighttime because the lighting on this lot is so much better at night, at least for the front of the house. But here you can see this is the facade of the house, and I also gave them a nice little driveway with a minivan. Obviously this car is not functional, but I just thought it'd be cute to give this family like this little minivan for their like big 8-sim family. I thought that that would be cute. And then here we have the backyard with a couple of activities. It has some planter boxes, a swing set, and a kiddie pool, and just a couple places to sit and hang out. And then when we go inside, we have this little entryway. Like I said in the speed build, you could always delete these walls if you want to save some money and just have it be one big open space. But I just wanted to close off this hallway anyway because I thought it would make sense. And then here we have a tiny little skill building area with an easel and just a place for the kids to play with their toys. Here we have the dining table, which you can't sit here with 8 Sims. Unfortunately, I didn't have the space for that. But I mean, when you have a 8 Sim family, you're not really ever gonna have them have like a meal at the same time. At least I have never had that happen for my big families, so I feel like it's okay. And you could also have 2 more Sims sit at the bar stools if you wanted to, so then you could at least have 6 Sims have a meal at the same time, or just have them sit at the couch as well. I mean, they could just literally sit anywhere and have their food. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, I really like this very big open kitchen, living, and dining area. It's very cozy to me, and as you can see, I use a lot of lighter blues and a lot of neutral colors as well. And then here we have the downstairs bathroom. This one only has a shower, so no tub in here. It's very basic. But yeah, I like it. It's cute. And over here we have the parents' bedroom. I really like this orange bed combined with a blue rug. I always think that that combination of colors is so nice. And yeah, as you can see, this bedroom doesn't have too many decorations because once again, I did want to try and keep this house affordable. And then they have a little office area in here as well. The computer is definitely not the cheapest, so you could always swap that one out for a cheaper one if you want to. And then upstairs we have this little landing area, and this is the shared bathroom for the kids. This one does have a tub, so you can bathe your toddlers in here. And for the rest, it's very similar to the one downstairs when it comes to color schemes and furniture or plumbing items. But then over here we have the shared toddler's bedroom. This is the only bedroom, or at least the only kids bedroom, that doesn't have bunk beds. But once these toddlers grow up to be kids, you could always just place bunk beds in here because I feel like that would save a lot of space. The bunk beds would definitely be very useful in this bedroom, especially since this is definitely the smallest bedroom of them all. But as you can see, the toddlers have some toys in here. They have a tablet and a bookcase, so definitely everything your toddlers would need. And then over here we have the kids' bedroom. There are bunk beds in here, and yeah, just some activities. I gave them a crafting table and obviously some toys as well. This doctor set comes with Parenthood, so I thought that would be really cute to place in here. And as you can see, it's a little bit more sports themed. I placed some clutter items in the corner as well. And yeah, that's it for the kids' bedroom. And then over here we have the teens' bedroom, which, like I mentioned in the speed build, is definitely more on the girly side, even though it's not necessarily meant for girls. But yeah, I just really liked going with this like pink and softer colors for the color scheme of this bedroom, and I think it turned out really cute. So they have a guitar in here as well and a bookcase, so they can work on some skills in here if you want to. And I also gave them a little journal because I thought that that would be very fitting for a teen's bedroom. But yeah, that's basically it. So this affordable 8-sim family home comes in at 52,930 simoleons. So it's definitely affordable. However, it's not a starter home, but it's definitely not as expensive as my houses usually are. So I feel like this one should be fairly easy to save up for, which is nice. And as you can see, I only use Seasons and Parenthood, and then also the free holiday celebration pack. I always forget to mention that one because I just have it installed in my game and I kind of forget that it's there, but this one is definitely free. So if you don't have this pack in your game, just install it and you'll get some very, very cute holiday themed items. But that's actually it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can definitely go ahead and download it off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!